So I got a little bit of breeze here today, so this ought to be interesting. But I don't have any choice. This is my weather window. Today's beautiful, tomorrow's supposed to be beautiful, Friday's supposed to rain. I gotta do this. Wow, that was some sketchy ass shit. It's really windy here today. I should have never even attempted to set this thing up, especially by myself. As you can see in the video, it fought me a little bit and I did get a little frustrated at one point. But now that the structure's up and the truck is in it, oh, my fly's open. I feel good about it. I don't think it's gonna blow away. I definitely need to do some more tying down. I'd like to get it so it doesn't move so much. I mean, the thing's just a giant kite. Now you know how little kids blow away in bouncy houses. But the weather window here is really up in the air. So it was either fight with the wind today or fight with the rain on Friday. So my plan is now, I actually have to run out, which is okay. If it loses air pressure, it's I'll know. I mean, obviously I'll come back and it'll be out. But I'm just going to leave it up now until I'm done. We'll see what happens. The irony of all of this is there wasn't a breeze up until I unrolled this thing, and then the second I started laying that tarp out, the wind kicked up. I knew it was going to happen, and it's going to subside tonight, so okay that way. But the truck's in there, and I'm really glad I bought the big one because it just barely fits. I'm going to have to paint the tailgate off the truck or figure out how to move it forward. The other bummer is I bought canvas tarps to lay down on the inside of it, and I don't think I'm going to be, well, I'm going to use them, but they're not going to work the way I had originally intended to. I wanted to drive on the canvas tarps, but I was because of the wind and everything, I didn't think I could lay them down fast enough without them getting screwed up. So it's up, it's in there. Now I gotta get out my earplugs and start blowing it out and taping it up. Temperature-wise, it's actually kind of hot in there. I'm a little concerned about the heat. I was worried about it getting cold, and it might get cold overnight, but during the daytime, that thing's gonna be like a greenhouse. So that's the assembly and putting it in the booth. In high winds. I mean, the wind gusts are 25 miles an hour. It was not the brightest idea. Absolutely not the brightest idea. But I have to get this done. I can't jerk off with it anymore. My game plan is to paint it tomorrow, first thing in the morning, and then let it sit and cook in there all day. Hopefully, it'll be hit and fine for overnight. It's supposed to rain here on Friday, which will give me time to prep it for the Rhino liner. The Rhino liner is going to be a little tricky. I may need to let it sit until Saturday or Sunday. One way or the other, I can pull it out, untape it, and back it in the garage. You know, just break the booth down just enough, I guess. I don't know. We'll find out. This is it's uncharted territory for me. It's got so windy, my windproof lighter doesn't want to work. Well, that's about as far as I got. Right after I shut the camera off and took the camera in the house, by the time I had walked back around the house here, the booth had decided that it wanted to pick itself up and tip the blowers over. When it tipped the blowers over, it picked up all 4 tires actually also. The wind caught it, picked up the tires, changed the whole geometry of the way I had it tied down, and created a little bit of havoc. I really wish I had the camera running because it was a 3-ring circus. It was pretty humorous, me trying to tie it down and keep it from running away. I mean, obviously it's not going anywhere because the truck's in it, but I don't want it to physically rip because it's of the wind. The truck will hold the structure down, but that's not going to help if the floor tears out of the structure. So I aired it down. Thankfully, all the air for the most part is out of it now. It was acting like a hot air balloon for a while, and because the truck was actually physically hot when I put it in there. But it seems like it's calmed down a little bit. I have it weighted with the tires in the corners to kind of pull it down so air can't get underneath of it and blow it up, or start it whipping around. Yeah, putting it up in the wind today was not a very good idea, but now it's under cover, it's in the tarp. Tomorrow morning I can re-inflate it. It only takes like 5 minutes to to blow up, maybe 10. And I can start working on it. So my dreams of painting it tomorrow, I don't know if I can. It'll all depend on the wind. If it's this windy tomorrow, I can't paint it. But if the wind calms down, I can paint it, and then I'll be good to go. But wow, that was really ass puckering. The last thing I want to do is ruin this stupid thing before I even get a chance to use it. So there it is, all deflated and sad.